close, cause I'm about to let you know. Stick to your budget, you know your pace. Invested in the market, you know what you can make. Keep your dough safe, that's only if you serious about these money issues. Do you wanna know how to make your money grow? Do you wanna know? New age money makers, you know it's in you. Make this paper, you know who to speak to. Make your money grow. It's for the future, it's that simple. Guys,
thank you so much for joining me. Over the past few lessons, we have been looking at what it takes to start your own business. Today, we are going to look at the planning that needs to be done before you start a business.
Hey, Mampo, you know what they say, hey? Planning makes perfect.
Exactly, Manla. It's not enough just to have an idea, even if that idea matches perfectly with the skills, talent, and experience that you have. You need to find what we call a gap in the market.
A gap in the market? What do you mean?
You need to find out what people need or want that is not already being supplied. You could think of a way to supply something in a different way that would satisfy people's needs better than the existing suppliers.
Oh, okay. But you could do door-to-door deliveries of milk or something like that.
That's a good one, Mandla. But it does sound a lot easier than it is. You need to do some research to find a gap in the market. In fact, research is the most powerful tool of a successful business.
So let's talk about the idea I had the other day to start up an extra lessons business to teach the learners from my sister's school the subjects I'm good at. So what would I have to do?
To start with, you need to have a clear idea of the aim of the business, the product or service that will be offered. Who will you sell to? How will you tell people about your business? Who is your competition? Who else is selling the same product or service?
Okay, so I need to think about all those things. But what research should I do once I've thought about them all?
You'll need to do your feasibility study. Remember, we looked at it in the last lesson. Peter had an idea for a gardening service, and we explored how feasible his idea was. At the end of the study, we could see that although he had a good idea, he was not sure if anyone would want to use his service.
I've got that, but I think we should do some revision because I think I might just be a bit lost.
It's a good idea, Mandla. So when we start a business, we would first need to do a SWOT analysis. This is to find out if your business idea will work, what your potential customers think about it, and if you will enjoy a competitive advantage over the competition.
A SWOT analysis? I'm not sure if I remember what that stands for.
SWOT is an acronym. S stands for strengths, W stands for weaknesses, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threats. We will be doing a full SWOT analysis in the next lesson.
Cool. So it's a way of finding out if your business idea will work or not. So what's next, Mampo?
Hang on one moment, Mandla. We must not forget that there might be other companies who are providing the same kinds of products or services that you wish to offer. If this is the case, then you will need to find a competitive advantage. This is something special that will make your customers buy from you rather than from one of your competitors.
Well, it could be that the quality of my product is the best, or that I provide better service, or it could even be the biggest smile that I have.
Okay, exactly. Step 2 is our marketing plan. This is often referred to as the 4 P's of marketing. The plan provides details for the following. Product is what you're going to sell or manufacture. Remember that some businesses, like your extra lesson business, sell a service and not a product.
Well, it's like you can sell cars or you can sell car washes. The one is a product and the other is a service. But in both of them, you are selling something.
That's right. Next, you have to look at price. That is how much you're going to charge.
So in my business, I'd have to decide how much I'm going to charge an hour for a lesson per learner. 10 rands maybe an hour.
Like we said, Mandla, you'll have to do some research to see how much others are charging, what customers would be prepared to pay, and how much profit you'd need to make. The third P is place. That is where your business will be located and how you will distribute the goods or services.
Well, I was thinking that maybe I could ask the principal to use one of the classrooms. What do you think?
Once again, Mandla, you'll need to do some research. There could be other options that you haven't thought of. Our fourth P stands for promote. That is, how will you promote your business or product? Or in other words, how will you advertise?
Oh, for sure. I was thinking I could put up posters and make an announcement in morning assembly. What do you think, Mom?
Good idea. Once again, remember,
I know. Research, research, research.
Okay, so after you've done your SWOT analysis and after you've looked at your 4 pieces of marketing, you'll need to decide on a form of ownership.
Yeah. Do I want to start my business with friends, which means I'll have to share profits, or do I want to do it on my own?
Exactly. Some forms of ownership have special legal requirements which have to be met. But don't worry, we will be looking at these in a future lesson. Next, we'll need to look at staffing.
I don't think I want to employ anyone in the beginning.
You're right. With most small businesses, you'll need to do most of the jobs yourself until you are making enough money to employ another person. Remember, employing other people will increase your cost and mean less profit for you.
Yeah, I know. Hey, stuff is expensive. So I think I'll just ask my family to help. I won't have to pay them anything.
Next, you'll need to look at your legal responsibilities. You might need to get a license to run your business. You might need to follow certain health regulations. You need to find these things out before you begin.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to ask the principal's permission to start up with. So what's next?
Next, you need to think about how much money you will need to start your business. This is called your startup capital. This is not just the amount of money you need to start your business. It is also how much money you will need to pay expenses, costs, and purchasing of more stock until you earn enough income from sales of the product or services to pay for the running of your business.
So Mampo, tell me, where do I get my startup capital?
That's a very important question. You need to consider various different options to get the money you need to finance your business. This is the biggest hurdle you will need to overcome. It is not easy to borrow money from the bank unless you have security, like a house, to cover the loan. Banks also need you to provide them with a complete business plan. That is, they won't just lend you the money without knowing that your business stands a very good chance of being a success. They do need to be careful because, after all, it is their other customers' money that they will be lending to you. One of the best methods is to save up the money yourself or to borrow from family. Also remember that if you do borrow money, you will need to pay interest on the loan.
But with my business, I don't think I'll need that much capital to start off with. So I could save up over a few months and I'll be ready to start. What's next, Mom?
Next, you need to think about the costing of your product or service. To be able to set your selling price and find out if you will make enough profit, you need to accurately calculate the total cost of your product or service.
No, for sure, Mampo. Let's not forget that we're going to have to do the whole financial planning thing.
That's right. Financial planning is a very important part of the feasibility study, as it will show you if you have enough money to start and run your business and if you will make a profit.
All right, but what kind of things do I have to do in financial planning?
Two very important aspects of financial planning are a cash flow forecast and a profit and loss forecast. A cash flow forecast will show if you have enough money to run the business on a daily basis, and a profit and loss forecast will show if your business will make a profit.
Oh, so only if we've gone through all the different steps, the SWOT analysis, the promotion thing, the decision on the form of ownership, and all the other steps, then can we decide if the business idea is a good one?
Exactly. Then you need to make some very important decisions. If your feasibility study shows that your business idea is a good one, that your business will be profitable, that you have enough money to run it, and that you have the right skills and know how to make a success of your business, only then should you decide to start the business.
But what if you do the feasibility study and you find out that your business is not going to work? What do you do then?
Well, then you have another decision to make. You can either, 1, abandon the idea of starting your own business completely. 2, abandon this idea but start looking for another idea and do another feasibility study for that idea. 3, look at this business idea and see if it can be improved so that it becomes more feasible.
Oh, so it's not the end of the road if you find out that your idea is not going to work. I mean, you can always think of another idea or you can improve on your first idea. Oh yeah, Mampo, speaking about ideas, did I tell you about a friend of mine?
No. This sounds very interesting. Tell us more.
No, seriously, Josh, she's just a friend. Well, at least for now. Well, she started her own business a while ago, and just like most small business owners, she's feeling very lonely and unsure, if she's handling things the right way. So, Mampo, I was wondering if you could, just have a look at what she's doing with her business. And that way, I could learn plenty, before I start mine. You know what I mean? Turning theory into practice.
Great idea, Mandla. I'll help your friend. And you're right, looking at an actual case study is probably the best way to learn. I really look forward to meeting her.
Cool. I can't wait to see how it goes. I'm sure you'll be able to help her turn her business into a huge success story. Thanks, Mampo. Ciao.
Well then, until the next lesson. Hi, Papa.